As one drowned in the sea of splendor and bliss. As one drowned in the sea of splendor and bliss. Splendor and bliss. See, as one drowned in a sea of splendor and bliss. That's the line. I could also read it like as one drowned in a sea of splendor and of bliss. Splendor and of bliss. Of splendor and of bliss. 3.31. Voyaging through worlds of splendor and of calm. Worlds of splendor and of calm. Here, sea of splendor and bliss. For me, vertically both are beautiful, but here, voyaging through worlds of splendor and of calm is poetically more appealing than splendor and calm. If you remove off in that line 3.31, it doesn't sound so good. Voyaging through worlds of splendor and calm. See, it doesn't go well. That off is important there. Metrically, I will scan this line. Voyaging through worlds, voyaging, that is dactyl. Long, short, short. Through worlds, I am. Of splendor and of calm. Critic. And again I am. Splendor and of calm. Whereas here, as one drowned in a sea, so I will scan this thing in a different. See, if you read now, as one drowned in a sea of splendor and of bliss, that off will not do here. See. So, how alert the poet is to the art of poetry. The phrases are practically the same, but the manipulation of the whole the line depends upon the art of poetry. So this is a very good example of how variation is at the command of the poet himself. Now that is one aspect of poetry. The other aspect is drowned in a sea of splendor and of bliss. From the point of meaning, would make splendor and bliss two different things. Sea of splendor and sea of bliss. But here it is one single thing. Splendor is bliss and bliss is sea. Bliss is splendor. The oneness of splendor and bliss. Whereas in the other line, voyaging through worlds of strange, voyaging through worlds of splendor and of calm. They are two different things. As one drowned in the sea of splendor and bliss, mute in the maze of these surprising worlds, turning she saw the living not and souls. He to the charm and found to the delight, and knew him for the same who snares our lives, captured by his terrifying, pitiless net, and make the universe his prison camp, and makes in his immense and vacant wall the labor of the stars in circuit vain, and death the end of every human road, and grief and pain the wages of man's toil. Now, a kind of a contrast is presented. Is it the same fellow whom Savitri is saying all these things, who makes our life a pitiless, who casts a pitiless net, who snares our lives, who makes the universe a prison camp, makes his immense and vacant small, the labor of the stars a circuit vain. The stars are moving through years and years and years, or whatever you want to call them, you see. Vacant wall, the labor of the stars a circuit vain, and death the end of every human road, and grief and pain the wages of man's soul. Is it the same fellow who is doing this also? Turning, she saw the living not, therefore it is not. And souls, He to the charm and found to the delight, and knew him for the same. Yes, she was facing him so far until now like that, and now something different. Are the same? Is it the same thing? And make the universe his prison camp. One whom her soul had faced at death and night, a sum of all sweetness gathered into his limb, and blinded her heart to the beauty of the sun. She was facing him, the dire shadow in front of her all along. One whom her soul had faced at death and night, a sum of all sweetness gathered into his limb. So he is nothing but a figure of joy all the while, sweetness. And blinded her heart to the beauty of the sun. Transfigured was the formidable sea. So that formidable sea which is there of death, it is that which is transfigured. That which is transfigured. Formidable, of course, because standing there firmly against all will. Now, how careful the yogi poet is in his words. He says transfigured. He doesn't say transformed. He doesn't say transformed.
Not yet.
Transfigured.
Not yet. In the end of the chapter.
What does he say?
Same. But I am saying not yet, because end of the chapter it will be transformed, no?
Transfigured was the formidable shape. Really, that's a miracle. That is how he uses every word exactly with such precision. Now, this transfiguration, is it a real transfiguration or a change of point of view?
He wears another form. His form has changed.
Form, there is no question of form here. You follow what I'm saying? I mean, is it change of our way of looking at things which has changed and therefore we look something different? Or really he is transformed, transfigured? You have now different vision. You are looking at things from a different point of view, and therefore you see now in a different light. So until now, whom you were seeing was death, but now you are seeing him as somebody else. Is it your vision which has changed, or it is that person who has changed? What do you say?
Vision has changed.
Vision has changed. So it depends now, then it is all Maya then for us, you see. That is rather, that will knock away the entire reality and the content and the meaning of this whole thing. He has to be transformed, he has to be different. It is not only my vision, my way of looking at things which has changed. It is not my sight which has now got altered. No, that would not mean anything. The concreteness of all the aspects of death, of ignorance, of unconscious, of void, that will get lost. So it's not just the vision which has changed. Occult fact behind that thing is things have changed. Therefore the vision has changed. Therefore the vision has changed. Savitri was not able to see him until now in that manner. Only when he has vanished into the void, suddenly she sees something different. True or not? No, I think we'll have to still brood on that. Whether it is not Savitri's vision which has changed. Of course, vision has changed, but behind that vision, there has been some action which has also occurred, occult action which has occurred, and it is that occult action which has now brought about the entire change. Not only in the outlook, but also in the very occult nature of things. In the very occult nature of things. It's not only the outlook has changed. Transfigured was the formidable shape. So that transfigured has in that sense a double sense, you see.